Welcome to another edition of Points of Interest, brought to you by the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. My name is Paul Boucher. I'm the President and CEO of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. And as we do each week, we present you with the activities going on in the Upper Valley this coming week and have a special guests who will speak about a particular project or event that they have coming. And this week being no different, we have Norma Alley and Kim Gage, who will be talking to us about the Relay for Life. So there's plenty of activities going on this week as we hopefully approach the summer season. This week's weather not cooperating, being cold, but hopefully it'll warm up the rest of the week and you get out there. And most of these are outdoor activities that I got coming up. And we have on Wednesday of this week, we have Warbler Wednesdays in West Lebanon. This is every Wednesday. If you want to get up at 7 a.m. and walk around the Boston lot, and which is home to a wide variety of bird species, including songbirds, waterfowls, and waders. It is free, and so just meet there in the parking lot right there by the Boston lot, which is on Route 10, West Lebanon, heading toward Hanover, at 7 a.m., and you'll be able to participate in that activity. Enfield Shaker Museum is open their tours, their weekday tours, at 10 a.m. They run all week long from 10 a.m. on till 4 o'clock. And either they're self-guided tours or they will have a guide to take you through the museum and all of the buildings that they own out there. And it's very, very interesting. And as we had last week, a representative from the Shaker Museum who spoke of specific programs that were coming up for the summer. So it's a very interesting place to be. We also have on Wednesday a ride of silence in Lebanon, and it says wear a helmet, have a working rear blinking light on your bicycle, and it's 6:15 p.m. to join a 10-mile ride that commemorates cyclists who were killed on public roads. It is free. It's sponsored by Omer and Bob's here on the mall here in Lebanon, and if you want more information, you can call 448-5121. Which is the Lebanon Recreation Department phone number, and get more information on that particular ride. The Lebanon Arts and Crafts Group is meeting at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, and it's their monthly meeting, and they've got a special guest from New Hampshire Made and additional guests from the Cardigan Mountain Crafts Group. They're going to be meeting at Dartmouth Hitchcock Conference Room 1, and that's on the lower level, floor 2, at the Medical Center on this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. And they're probably going to start working on their, already it's only May, but working on their arts and crafts exhibitions that they have during the holiday season. We have Thursday, hike in Lebanon, 8 a.m. It's an easy 3-mile hike on Farnham Hill. Tom McCleary of the Ottaquechee section of the Green Mountain Club will be leading that, and that's at 8 a.m. this coming Thursday. It's free, and if you need to talk to Tom about the trip, it is 802-295-7592. And then we have on Thursday, very busy day on Thursday, digging into Native history in New Hampshire, and this is in Grantham. And Robert Goodby discusses the archaeological evidence of the Abenaki tribe in the Upper Valley. And this is sponsored by the Grantham Historical Society. And it is held at the Town Hall. And for more information, you can call 603-863-4726. And then talk, a trail cooking and fuel for your own body in Enfield. At 7 p.m. Bill Warren is an active Appalachian Mountain Club leader and chair of their chapter, and learn about outdoor nutrition, trail cooking, and fueling up for day hikes. And that's at the community building right there on Route 4 in Enfield. There's a play also in Enfield, The Lions it's called, and it's a comedy and drama written by Nikki Silver. And that is at the Shaker Bridge Theater, right there on Main Street, on Thursday. Phone number to contact is 448-3750. And then in Canaan on Friday, we have a chicken barbecue and homemade pie sale in Canaan. That is at 4:30 p.m., beginning at 4:30. Items are available until they're sold up. And you can have takeout also. And you can call ahead to have a take home, and 523-4262, and have dinner all prepared for you and take it home. And that's Friday in Canaan and at the United Methodist Church. We have a car wash fundraiser that this group here is putting on, and that's all the proceeds are going for Relay for Life. Beginning at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, and it's at the Jiffy Mart here on Hanover Street, and they would gladly wash your car and get it all cleaned up for spring. The Enfield Village Association is having their Green Up Day, 9 a.m. on Saturday, and they're going to be doing Main Street, High Street, and Route 4, and trash bags and gloves will be provided, and all the volunteers are welcome to show up, and so that'll be, you're going to meet right downtown there in Enfield to do that. Ava Gallery, Ava's starting their spring and summer programs, and this Saturday, 11 a.m., it's an open studio for all ages, from children through adults, and you may call 448-3117 for more information on that. Also on Saturday, Sherlock Holmes in Canaan, put on by Plymouth University professor Anne McClellan, and it's going to be at the Canaan Town Library. Again, it is at 1 p.m. on Saturday at the Canaan Town Library for that event. Then Volunteer Fire Department in Plainfield is doing a spaghetti dinner on Saturday, 5 p.m. It includes 6 types of sauces, garlic bread, and homemade desserts right there on Route 12A at the fire station there. More information, 469-3624. And in case you missed the phone numbers, if I read them too quickly, just give us a call on any of these, and we'll be glad to give them back to you also. Make-A-Wish Cut-a-thon in Lebanon, and this is going to be held at the Vivo Salon right here on Mechanic Street. In lieu of payment for a haircut, you make a donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and nail services also available, and they're going to be doing raffle tickets for prizes donated by local businessmen. And again, that is beginning at 10 a.m. at Vivo right here on Mechanic Street, and all the proceeds are going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We have events coming up at the at the Lebanon Opera House. We'll talk more as they get closer, but one to look forward to is Bella Fleck and the Fleckstones, and that is on June 5th, which is a Sunday, with a 7:30 p.m. Showing. And so tickets, I'm sure, will go pretty quickly for that, and you may call 448-0400 for more information on that. Osher at Dartmouth, presenting a quilting exhibition at 7 Lebanon Street in Hanover. The work of 18 quilters, all members of Northern Lights Quilt Guild, will show their wares. That is May 27th, and you can that'll be at their center on Lebanon Street, 7 Lebanon Street, on May 27th for that. And we also have the first annual community-wide flea market, and this is sponsored by Listen Community Services. It's the first one. Be right here on the green on May 28th, Memorial Day weekend, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Booths will be set up at 7 a.m., between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. What they're looking for now is people who are willing to put up a booth, do your spring cleaning, bring out all your stuff, and they set up here downtown, and they were going to have refreshments and things for the kids to do, and so that'll be an exciting day. Again, Saturday the 28th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on the green in downtown Lebanon. All the proceeds are going to Listen. And SCORE is running their usual Thursday workshops, and they have them lined up between now and 1st of June. And you can go to uppervalleyscore.org and get a listing of those particular events that are going on, or the courses. They run 7 to 9 on Thursdays, and I've taken the QuickBooks ones, wanting to learn a little more, and they have some very qualified people who are doing the courses, and I found it very informational and really helped me out. So go to their website and get what their next ones will be coming up. So we have with us Norma Alley and Kim Gage, who is going to talk to us about Relay for Life. And first of all, your relationship to this program, how did you get involved? First of all,
So there are a lot of people who have been involved in Relay for decades. I am not one of them.
Oh. Nor am I.
Oh, okay.
I actually started, my first interaction with Relay was as a walker, a participant, when it was held up at Dartmouth College 3 years ago, I think it was. And we walked around a parking lot, and I was there for just a couple hours, and it was raining, but people had a lot of fun, and I thought, okay, this is a good cause, and I can do this again. So I came back the next year when it was held here in Lebanon at the high school, where it is again this year. And it was fun, and I was there for a few more hours, and I came back in the morning and helped them pick up and clean up and, sort of dip my foot in the water. And then they asked me if I would be interested in helping with the planning of it for the next year, which would be last year. And I said, let me think about it. So we had some conversation over the summer, and I got involved on the leadership planning group as the Luminaria chair last year. And that was, we had a nice ceremony planned out, and then we got rained out just as it started. But I really, the more I learn about American Cancer Society and what Relay for Life does, combined with the fact that my father passed, a lot of his siblings have passed from cancer. I have a brother-in-law who was fighting last year and is now cancer-free, thankfully, and will be joining us this year as a survivor. I've got more and more involved and stepped up this year along with Kim and our coworker Jill French to be the event chairs this year. So there we are.
And Kim, your involvement began?
So my first relay was actually last year, where I came in as a volunteer to help set up and run some activities at the event. And I really liked how it was coordinated and the community feel that you got at the event. So this year, Jill and Norma were planning, and I was nosy and popped over and said,
"We're so glad."
Your first mistake, yes.
And I asked, what are you guys doing? And they told me. And so I said, I would love to help plan the event. And that's where I'm at now.
How many years has the program been going? Do you know?
It started in 1985, actually.
Wow, so it goes back that
It started with one guy in, I don't remember if it's Oregon, maybe.
So it's a national program.
It is a worldwide program.
Oh, okay.
It happens in so many communities all over the world. It started with one guy who was supporting a friend of his who was going through cancer treatment, and he really wanted to do something to help. So he did a 24-hour, I don't remember if he was walking or running, but basically 24 hours around the clock, and he had some friends that joined him. That was in 1985, and it has grown tremendously since then. And this happens, just here in our local area, there's Claremont, there's Lebanon, there's Dartmouth College, there's Colby Sawyer College, there's Windsor County and Springfield, Vermont. So it's huge. That's just in our area. It's all over the world. Yeah. And it's one of the biggest fundraisers for the American Cancer Society.
Is it all the same day?
No.
It is not. Okay.
Nope. So different areas and different regions pick days that are best suited for their timeline. Most of them are going to be in the spring, early summertime, because it is an outdoor event, and you don't want to be where it's too cold, and then you don't want to be where it's too hot. So more often than not, they're going to be in the spring, early summer. Our relay event is 12 hours. Some Some events go 24 hours, some go through the night. Ours is going to be 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Lebanon High School track. And we did it that way this year to be more family friendly and family courteous, because it's very hard if you have children to be up overnight. A lot of the teams do them or regions do them through the night. But for children's sake, we opted to have it start earlier in the day and end before it was too late.
Yeah.
So.
I remember years ago there was, as a member of Lebanon Rotary Club, I know we participated in the program, and I know they were running, and they pitched tents and they slept on the premises,
Campsites,
and then and of course that adds another thing you got to
Another
bring
complexity,
in.
another organization,
Bringing in porta potties and meals for the participants, and
Which we have all of that covered.
Yeah, all that
for these ones.
We do.
For this event.
We do.
Yeah.
We have porta potties. We've got a couple of food trucks coming.
Oh, good.
So,
What is your basic need? Is it for people to donate to people who are going to be walking, or volunteers who are going to be walking?
all of the above.
Okay.
We want people. We're obviously looking for donations. We're about fundraising. We're also about just getting the word out. So we welcome anyone. There's no registration fees. There's no fundraising minimums. We welcome everyone to just come and check us out. You'll have to register at the table just so we know who's on site. But there's no fundraising minimums. Come. There's going to be raffles. There's going to be Chappie's concession and Phnom Penh food trucks. We need volunteers to help with the setup and running the events throughout the day, running the activities. We need help with cleanup on Sunday morning. So anybody is welcome to come for whatever their reason is. If they are bored and want something to do, they need to get the kids out of the house, bring them over. We've got kids games all day long. Whatever. If you just are a little bit curious, come on over.
So you can jump in anytime
Absolutely.
during that 12-hour period.
Yep, so there's a few different ways that you can help sponsor or support the relay. You can do that by giving a monetary donation to the actual event itself and becoming a sponsor that way. You can support the relay by becoming a participant of the event. So you get to set whatever amount that you would like to pledge to donate, and you can fundraise and reach that as you see fit. Or you can come hang out with us during the day and drop in, and we'll have a bunch of different activities going on. Face painting, we have different themes, such as field day activities. We have a dance party that's going to be happening, an ice cream sundae hour, and anytime anybody from the general public's more than welcome to stop in, and you can donate there if you wish and participate in the activities, and it should be a good fun day.
Okay. And hope it doesn't rain.
We're hoping for sun.
We're not going
We're
to
hoping for sun and 73 degrees.
So pre-registration for walkers is not
It's not necessary. No,
Okay.
It gives us an idea of how many people we should expect. Right now we're at about 135 participants.
Wow.
That's people who have dedicated their time to come and walk and fundraise. That does not include the volunteers that we have already signed up or the members of the ELT or the planning committee. And then we have, what else do we have? We have so much going on.
Yeah.
We'll have a survivor lunch, so if there's any cancer survivors out there that would like to join us, survivors and caregivers, we have a luncheon. We ask if you can RSVP to that, just because we need to know how many people to count on.
And order food for you.
Right.
And if you want to participate, you can go to, I believe it's acs.relay.com, and there you can search by .org, and then from there you can sign up and find this relay and sign up if you are going to plan in advance to be there.
If you're on Facebook, we have a Facebook
You have a
page for our
Facebook and all?
event.
Yep.
Relay for Life Greater Lebanon.
Yep.
Easy to find.
In years past, I remember they used to put a candle in a bag for in somebody's name.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we're doing that.
Okay.
That's our luminary ceremony. That'll be
Okay.
at 8:15 that night. People are more than welcome to make a donation to purchase a luminary bag, and we can get them to you. You can decorate them however you want. You can come that day. You can just go online and put your message in, and we'll write on the bag. And they're $5 this year. In the past, I think they were $10. They're $5 this year, and we're also, to go along with that, we used to fill the bags with rocks to hold them down so the wind didn't blow them over. And last year we did a combination of rocks and cans of food, and the cans of food went really well. It worked out great. So this year we're actually doing a can drive, at Shaw's on May 27th from 1 to 7 p.m. And we'll use those cans to hold down the bags for weight and not have to deal with rocks. And when we're all done, all of those canned goods are going to go to Listen for their food
For the
pantry.
food pantry.
Yeah, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 good deal.
Is there a goal of what you're looking for to raise from this event?
Yep. So our goal this year is to raise $33,000 to go towards the American Cancer Society. We are well over halfway there.
Wow.
But we still have quite a bit to go. And just a quick blip of where that money is spent. So
Oh,
American
that's a good
Cancer
idea.
Society takes that in, and then it's distributed amongst a bunch of different programs. Some of these programs include the information that you get when you're at doctors' offices that are about preventative things like, tanning, what tanning can do to you, and then just different literature for cancer patients and their families on how to cope through the different things that you're going to expect to feel and go through. The Wig Bank up at Dartmouth Hitchcock is fully sponsored by the American Cancer Society. There's also ride shares that people who have cancer and are going to treatment that can't drive themselves. There's programs where people can get picked up through, that American Cancer Society sponsors, as well as lodging. So if you have somebody who's in a cancer ward or is getting treatment, the American Cancer Society can set people up with lodging so they're not traveling far distances while being ill.
And that family also that needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a local chapter of the American Red Cross here?
So the American Cancer Society for this region is actually based out of Williston, Vermont.
Okay.
And our staff partners with American Cancer Society travel all over the place. I mean, the senior manager, we're in between regional, local community manager right now. The senior manager has been down in this area, I would say probably 5 times in the last 3 weeks. So she's a road warrior. Dartmouth just had their relay on Saturday.
Yeah.
So she was down here for that. She'll be at our event.
So is the goal to beat what Dartmouth raised?
I don't know what Dartmouth
I don't know either.
I would find out. I would find out.
A friendly competition.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so that chapter covers part of Vermont, most of New Hampshire, probably, I would think.
So
It's actually opposite. It's most of Vermont and some of New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
So
The
we get
border
pulled
town.
into central Vermont's region. And then I think Colby Sawyer is part of us.
Yep.
And then past that is southern New Hampshire, and they're their own region.
Yep.
And the funds go there for distribution to.
Well,
the programs.
they're sort of all managed by the regions, but I think the funds all go to they funnel up and then get dispersed where they're needed most.
Yeah, headquarters is in Atlanta,
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
And part of the money goes to researching, of course, for cancer cures and treatments. And one interesting thing that really jumped out at me that I found out last year is that I don't know what the number is this year, I should, I'm sorry, but last year there was $23 million or some ridiculous thing of monies that are going into research just right here in Hanover at Hitchcock and North Cotton. So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And we definitely get a lot more back into the community than what we give
Then
out.
we put in. And it really sounds like the program is mostly volunteers.
Yep.
And so, unlike some other programs, the majority of the money raised goes to the program.
Correct.
And not for administration.
Right.
Things of that nature.
Yep, there's always going to be an overhead cost because
sure.
you can't run any kind of business without that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely minimal, yeah.
But, okay, so we've been talking about the program, and we've not talked about the date.
Yeah.
So, the date is?
Saturday, June 4th.
June 4th, okay.
2+ weeks from today.
Yep. It's getting close.
And yes. Another week you'll panic.
I'm still keeping it cool right now.
Yeah. So, June 4th, beginning at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. to 10
At
p.m.
Lebanon High School.
Yep, registration starts at 9.
9.
Opening ceremony starts at 10.
At 10. And what they'd be doing is walking the track
Yep.
at the school.
Yep.
And it, like any other type of thing, if somebody goes out, I'll pledge you for 5 trips around or 10 trips around?
It's,
No, it's
it's
just-
really
doesn't do that
flat,
way. Okay.
flat donations,
Oh, okay.
and you just come and you walk
Yeah.
whenever you want to walk. I mean, you could theoretically, we have so much going on, you could come and you could not walk one single lap and still stay busy all day long.
Just and then young and old?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we have kids from high school all the way up through whatever age
Whatever
it is.
age.
Yep, we
Okay.
actually have a Lebanon City team.
Oh,
So we have members from all over the city as far as participants for, the different operations going on within the city.
sure.
So, yeah.
Okay, contact. If somebody has more questions than we
Yeah.
talked about today, they should call.
They should call Norma or myself. I
Okay.
can be reached, I'm Kim Gage, and I can be
Okay.
reached at 603-252-0959.
And I'm Norma Alley, and I can be reached at 603-381-3021. You can also email me. It's norma.alley, A-L-L-E-Y, @hypertherm.com.
Excellent. So we're looking for walkers, volunteers, and
Sponsors,
Sponsors is a big
supporters, whatever you want to do, we'll take you.
any.
Luminaria bag purchase.
Okay, yeah. Sponsors of, do they sponsor like a particular thing? A business wants to sponsor. I want to sponsor something, but what can I sponsor?
Yeah, so the easiest way to go about that would either be to just do a flat over, like a monetary donation that we can then use towards whatever expenditures we may have for that day. Or if they want to donate a specific item like beverages or tablecloths or something that we may need, you can contact either her or I, and we can set you up with what we need, and then you can choose what you would like to do.
Right. We'll be not raffling. We will be having drawings throughout the day for all kinds of items. We'll have some sort of silent auction type things where you put your name into whatever thing you want to win. Will be drawn. So if you have things you want to donate for those baskets or what have you, then by all means let us know. We'll be happy to take them and raise some money that way. Or
All I gotta do is bring my wife. She loves silent auctions.
Yes.
She's crazy about. We go to different
Yes.
conferences and they have silent auctions.
Just drop her off for the day. She'll be happy.
Yes, she'll be happy doing that. So after you're both fairly new with the program and you're very enthused about it. So we're looking forward to another year. You think?
absolutely,
Of course.
Oh, great.
absolutely. We're already
Great.
starting to think about what can we do next year that we didn't have time to fit in this year.
Yeah.
So,
We hope to keep this event growing year after year.
yeah.
Local committee. You have I'm sure a chair and a local committee. You have here?
Yep. So that's what we call our ELT committee.
Okay.
It's kind of a small committee, so if anybody wants to jump in and get enthusiastic with us
For
next
next year, we would
we're,
love it.
we're already taking names.
Okay. And this would be organizing this whole thing.
Yep.
Yep. So Norma, like we said earlier, Norma and I are the chairs of the event, and then below that is people who have taken on certain leads of the event. So whether it's being the fundraiser person or the person who's reaching out looking for participants for the event, that kind of thing. There's different pods of action
And then-
items that
yeah,
need to
yeah,
be taken. Yeah.
And you meet probably a few times a year.
Once a month.
Yep.
Oh, you
It's
do
once-
once a month.
So once a
Okay.
month, and we start talking already in July. So our event's June.
Oh.
We start talking about it in July. Just the handful of us that we know we have,
Yeah.
and then we really start
September.
formal meetings in September. So it's
That's when the
Yeah, most fundraising, like the big fundraising where you're looking for sponsors of the event, happen right at the end of the year that we're in now, and then the actual event organizing happens later
It
in
starts
the
to
year.
get very busy in December.
December.
So December up until about 2 weeks after the event is pretty crazy.
I know in past years the students at Lebanon High School were very enthusiastic
Yeah.
about this particular
Yes.
program, and again this year they're participating in it.
So
I think so.
Yeah.
We're still in the midst of working out the fine details of that, but they've showed interest, and we've showed interest in having them. So
Yeah.
something will happen with them being a part of the event. Not
It'll
quite sure
definitely be a
they're.
part.
Yeah.
Our date is a little bit weird this year in that it falls the same date as SATs. So
Oh.
so
Yeah.
they're having a little bit of
Yeah,
trouble committing because they don't. That has to come first.
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it's not the busy weekend of graduations and
Right. That's next week.
alumni.
It's the
That's
following
the week
week.
after. Yeah, alumni. I'm sure you cleared all of that. And as you heard by running through the calendar here, there's
There's a
between
lot
now
going on.
through all year long, there's all kinds
There's
of
a
activities
lot of
going
stuff
on,
going on.
and working
Yeah.
Right.
around programs as we do here at the chamber. We have events that we have to work around other ones here too. So again, it's June 4th.
It is.
At the Lebanon High School at the track, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Get there at 9 o'clock to
Register.
register.
Set up your campsites.
And
Campsites.
Yeah,
campsite. No,
You're easy
Your
up for the day.
designated
Your
space
ter-
for the
your
day.
territory, yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Come
Right.
claim
Stake
your
a claim.
spot.
so they can come and pitch a.
Yeah, easy up, or if
A
they
tent,
can
whatever
bring a
they
tent
want.
if they want. It just needs to
but
be gone in
easy
the
up
morning.
and sit under there and
Yeah.
Correct.
participate. That's
Yeah.
great. And again, contact numbers.
I'm Norma, and you can reach me at 603-381-3021.
And I'm Kim Gage, 603-252-0959.
Terrific. We wish you a lot of success, and of course, you're having such a good time. We're going to do it again next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Wonderful.
look forward to meeting your wife.
Oh yeah. I would leave instructions. Anything under her name, throw them out. Yes, yeah.
Wonderful.
So,
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
well,
Thanks for having us.
terrific program. So that is our program for this week. We will be back next week with another exciting program. Until then.